Would you pick a major that you would be miserable in just to make money? Some people would actually genuinely say yes, but I'm not one of them. This goes out to you, all of you underappreciated students pursuing a future in an underappreciated major study. I'm an English major because I'm good at the work that I do studying English. Do you think I'm afraid of not making money after I graduate? Because yeah, I am. But to be honest with you, everybody should be, regardless of their major. It's about what you do with your work. There's no glorified money-making major to study anymore, whether you can overlook the stigma or not. The stigma is, unfortunately, that liberal arts majors, and actually quite a few others, are wasting their time. That anybody who isn't studying MLS, finance, accounting, biochem, you name it. Basically anybody that goes to our school and doesn't spend most of their time in Sang or Dion is ultimately wasting their time. That's actually an accepted fact that I've come across through my almost 2 years of experience at college, and it's literally the only thing that makes me angry about education, period. Imagine hanging out with all of your friends on a weekend and everything is going pretty pleasantly. Someone mentions dessert, and suddenly everybody has an idea of what they want. You're hoping they'll want the brownies in your kitchen, and you're already thinking about how good they're going to be, when somebody proposes Dairy Queen. Somebody wants a vanilla sundae, somebody wants a blizzard, but the fact is, everybody wants ice cream, and you're lactose intolerant. You go for the ride and swallow your complaints and your ice cream, foreseeing the future stomachache you'll get. It's a good idea for everybody else who winds up content, but you're going to be the one suffering down the line. I'm lactose intolerant, unfortunately. Math gives me stomach aches. Science, too, if you were wondering. But regardless, there's enough math within science to keep me far away from it anyway. The fact is, any major besides the one I'm in would cause me a great deal of turmoil, and I'm not ready to deal with that in my early 20s. I'm good at English. I have an idea of what I want to do with it, and even if I don't make a whole lot of money down the line, I'm proud of the work that I do studying it. My studying English doesn't make life any harder for anybody else in the science or math-related academic track, you know? So I'm wondering, why do we deal with so much flack from everybody else? I don't want to invalidate any other major, or use this speech as an opportunity to outline positive things about the underappreciated major in this day and age. Those sorts of arguments would fall on deaf ears. I do, however, want to point out that griping about all the work you have to do is a given right to any college student. We're all paying money. We've all had our share of sleepless nights. We've all had an arsenal full of complaints about the work that we've had to do. Too many times I've experienced somebody with an alleged, actually difficult major rolling their eyes, putting down the number of papers I have to write with a, yeah, but you'd give up if you had to try to take my exams, or I'd hate to analyze those hard readings you have, but you'd hate my classes so much more. It's so hard. Why do you have to put others down to validate the work that you've done? I've never met anybody who's chosen an English major who didn't want to study English. The same goes to digital media, photography, marketing, any sort of musical study, and honestly, so many more. I can't personalize an encouragement to everybody out there who feels unappreciated within their study, but I want to remind everyone who feels overlooked that you chose your study for a reason. You felt at home in your field, and just because sometimes people just don't get it, it doesn't mean stop and switch things up. Trust your gut, stay at home where you belong, and prove them wrong. For those that are guilty of making others feel bad for not pursuing an intense or rewarding major, stop and think. Are you good at sports? Painting your nails. Playing an instrument? Doodling. What if every time you exhibited one of your hobbies, people reminded you that you wouldn't get paid for it? It's demeaning, intolerant, and unnecessary. And frankly, it's unfair. Think before your pride sticks a foot in your mouth and makes you say the wrong thing, okay?